So hello, my name is Natalie Elias, and I'm going to be talking about a serious issue. It might be funny in the beginning, it might make you laugh, but the ultimate goal is to make you aware and for you guys to know this is for your benefit. So I'm going to talk about my ethnic background and my cultural background. For those of you who do not know, I am Latin American. I am from Mexican descent. Both my parents are from Mexican descent. So with that being said, Latin Americans don't only consist of Mexicans, they also consist of Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Salvadorians. So with that also being said, we have cultural things that we do, like our food that we cook during seasons. For example, during the holidays, which is Thanksgiving, Christmas, we cook foods, for example, like pozole, or we cook tamales. Also, during summer, for those of you who do, we eat tacos. And I know that that's not only a Latin American thing. So, reflecting on that, I want to talk about or tell a story, actually. That story begins here in my house, and that was while me and my grandmother were cooking. So we were cooking dinner, and I happened to turn around to grab the rest of the ingredients, and when I turned back, my grandmother was pouring oil into the refried beans. Who would have known? Refried beans, oil, fried in oil? Yeah. So once she did that, I was in complete shock. I hadn't realized how much oil and how much things go into our meals that can be so harmful to our health. Ever since then, I've been absolutely mind blown. Like, I started thinking about my health and what risk I'm taking, and then I started thinking about my family members and what health problems they have. And it was just absolutely mind blowing that I started just researching. So, with that being said, this speech will address the importance of awareness and spreading the word and eating healthy to prevent diabetes. And we're going to specify on a certain type of diabetes, and that is diabetes type 2. So, it just makes me want to be aware that diabetes is a real thing. Diabetes is something that happens. So the Cultural Diversity and Ethnic Minority Psychology Journal has an article by 2 Arizona State University students, and they say that diabetes mellitus is the 7th leading cause of death overall and the 5th leading cause of death for Latin Americans in the United States. Mind-blowing. The 7th leading in our country. That means that we're all exposed to something that can cause our death. Diabetes 2, type 2. And it's up there with the rest of the things that can kill us in this world, including car accidents, people killing us, other things like other illnesses killing us. And the reason I bring up my ethnic background and my cultural background is because it's the 5th leading for Latin Americans. For Latino Americans, it's the 5th leading cause. Mind-blowing. Something that we can have to be aware of that can not only affect Latin Americans, but it's 12.8% of those people that are 20 years and older. That's actually our age group. We are exposed to diabetes, and we're at risk every single day. They say that among young Latin Americans, this research has added benefit of helping members of this population recognize the risk and develop these health protective behaviors earlier in their lifetime. That is why it's so important to be aware of the things we eat, the things we do. It can benefit us to be aware. It can benefit you, it can benefit me, it can benefit those that are around us. It's important to understand that the things we do today and tomorrow matter. They matter to me, they matter to you, they matter in this present time. So going back to the idea, does it not worry you that you can be at risk? Let alone you being at risk, your family members could be at risk, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, your grandparents. Those people that are most important, you can be at risk. And we can ask ourselves, how can we change that? How do we, those who do have it, how can we improve the current situation and the current problem that is happening because of diabetes type 2? So there's things that can help us, such as the manejo personal de la diabetes self-management program, a self-empowering program that allows people that do have diabetes and those who want to prevent can all be together in a group. Knowing and being aware of the programs that can help yourself and your loved ones is the first step to solving the problem. Now, we can ask ourselves, how can we prevent the problems for ourselves, us who are younger, for those that do not know? Well, the first thing to do is, according to the Harvard studies at the Harvard University, we can control our weight by working out 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day. It could be walking. It could be climbing stairs. You could be climbing the stairs of your own home. And we can also help our weight by choosing the things we eat, such as choosing whole grains, choosing whole grain products over processed foods. Processed foods are the problem in the United States because that is the most things that we consume are processed products. Also, skipping sugary drinks and choosing the opt-out for water, coffee, or tea. Yes, coffee and tea can help you. So if you're going to Starbucks every day, good for you. Okay, you are just one step ahead of everyone else. So another thing that they say is every 12 ounces of sugary beverages rises the risk 25%. Every time you choose that soda, you're 25% more at risk of having diabetes. And also another thing that puts you at risk for diabetes is smoking. Believe it or not, smoking puts you at risk for diabetes. So please, stop smoking. Save yourself and give yourself more time to spend on this lovely earth. So, what will happen if this doesn't take action? What will happen if you don't become aware? If you don't make other people aware? Well, let it not get to that point. Let it not get to that point where you have to worry about someone who has diabetes. An experience that I had with multiple family members having diabetes type 2 is that they're constantly having to check their blood and their sugar. Every prick, every needle, every time they have to take a medication for it. That is the worst part. They have to stick needles into their stomach, stick needles into their side. That is what will happen if we don't become aware of the situation. So, please, become aware. Research more on diabetes type 2. Research on diabetes overall in general. Become aware and make others aware. Secondly, take advantage of the programs that you have around you. Don't forget there's so many things that you can do to make others aware and help those that have diabetes type 2 or any diabetes, for instance. And it's so easy. It is so easy and easily taken for granted. 30 minutes a day, choosing whole grain. It'll benefit you in the long run. So ladies and gentlemen, please take this as an advice. Take this as a warning and as awareness. This is for your benefit, for my benefit, for everyone else's benefit. Please become aware. I would like to thank everyone for watching, and I would like to thank for everyone taking the time to understand the importance of diabetes type 2, and especially in our age group. Thank you.